because of the concern of this,
Yes.
to look at a mistrial.
Oh. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve and special treats. This is our precious Darrell trying to call for a mistrial. I mean, he needs this. He needs his mistrial because of a Reddit post. We are gonna just jump right on in. I ain't gonna kill your time, but I will point out that I just want to thank you again for all your likes and all your comments and subscribing to the channel. You've just been killing it. Thank you so much. And let's hop into why this man needs he need this to be a mistrial, honey. Okay, because that's fair. It's fair.
I'm extremely concerned about this. If anything, for cautionary reasons, I believe, Your Honor, that you definitely should
What you believe?
take a look at everything I'm saying here, and these case laws, and
yes,
and
yes. And
what's
what?
the request though that you're making based upon the case law that you cite? I heard in there mistrial, but I want to make sure I understand your request for relief and what it is.
You say request for
relief.
Relief.
Like, what are you asking me to do based upon the information?
Yeah, what do you want?
The limited information we have about the Reddit post.
Yeah, what?
In this trial.
What would you like to happen?
I guess my request would be, because of the concern of this.
Yes.
To look at a mistrial.
Oh.
Or at the very least, a discharge of the jury at this time, so this can be resolved. This is alarming, to say the least.
This is so alarming.
This.
Look. Oh, that's alarming. Oh, that's alarming. I tell you what was alarming, honey. That fucking car, that red SUV making its way down that fucking parade. Now that was alarming. This right here is a Reddit post. Reddit post flying a red SUV. Reddit post flying red SUV. Which one isn't? I am a member of the jury of this case. Here are my thoughts on the trial and on this subreddit. So to start with, I obviously shouldn't be here. I'm not allowed to look stuff up about this trial or really have any connection with the internet, but nobody actually follows sequestering rules anyway. Hence, I am obviously posting anonymously. I accidentally wandered into here a few days ago from subreddit drama thread on my main account, Reddit account. Here are my opinions on the trial. First off, I think it's pretty obvious due to the chain of custody that the defendant is in fact Mr. Brooks, and he did do it. However, I've had throughout this trial doubts about various aspects of the case. The judge is clearly biased against Mr. Brooks.
And I don't know what Reddit is, to be honest. I've
Oh no, to hear him say to be honest makes me think that he wrote it. He is such a liar. I would not be at all shocked if he wrote this himself. Not at all. It would not shock me, not one little bit, if he wrote this. Oh, Lord. It is a prank. Oh my gosh. That is so fun. I want a mistrial. I think I need a mistrial. This thing says that you are biased against me, and I need a mistrial. This right here. No, this isn't gonna work.
Never heard of it or used it, so I don't know
Yeah.
the ex-
Yeah, that's so funny. He knows exactly what Reddit is. He did it. It was him. I don't know how he done it, but I know that he done it.
extent of. It's almost like this could be like a snowball type of thing. It can start with something that's this small, and then it can snowball out of control into something totally different.
Like what?
I don't know the extent of this website. I don't know who. Well, I think the name of the person who sent the to who alerted the clerk, of course, to this post. I think his name is in the email. But then that even begs the question of how did this person come across this site? What is their significance to this? What is their role in this? It's just so many questions and
Oh, so many questions, and
I mean,
I just
clearly
don't
this
think that it's just. Yeah, this is just. Well, this isn't fair. Yeah, Your Honor, I'm gonna have to say this right here. Yeah, you're gonna have to let me go.
this points at the court's integrity. It points at your integrity, Your Honor.
Oh my God.
It's alarming.
Yeah, it would if it were a real thing. If it hadn't been made up out of thin air, you're right. This would be alarming, but it ain't. It is. It's thin air. This thing was pulled out of very thin hair, like the top of your head, just thin.
It's very alarming.
Oh,
And if there's a chance that there can be hidden bias in this jury, it needs to be addressed now rather than later.
Look how he's steady staring at it.
This is
He's steady. You know what is so funny? It's like you already knew about this, so you've already seen this, you've already read this. But while you're talking about it, you're like, oh yeah, this right here. Whew, sheesh. What are you doing? You already saw it. You already read it. Yeah, you're looking at it like you're seeing this brand new alarming thing. Like, ooh, yeah, that part right there.
very concerning.
Yeah, we heard you. Now say what it is you want so we can laugh.
Well, thank you for bringing up your concerns. Let me
Yeah.
turn to the state if they want to respond, and then see what other issues they want to cover this morning.
Judge, the original post was on a subreddit thread called Justice for Darrell. That's the copy that the defendant has in front of him. That post was edited last night,
Daryl definitely did it.
claiming that it was a prank from the start and that the original poster didn't think it would get that far out of hand. The way that Reddit works, the only person who can modify the content of the original post is the original poster, and because the jurors have no access to any electronic devices, I think it's safe to say that our 12 jurors back there are not the original
There you
poster.
go. Done
So
deal.
I think that puts that issue pretty much to bed. It's still obviously under investigation because the court takes it so seriously, but there really is no actionable or any real reason why we should doubt the jury's being unbiased in this case.
Thank
I
you.
object to that on the ground.
Object.
Your Honor, that,
What ground?
like you just said, it's an investigation going on, and if there's investigation, then that clearly says that something is amiss.
No, that's not what it means.
We have 16, well,
They're
15.
checking to see if something.
We have 15 jurors. There's still too many questions that we don't know. Too many. I don't think anything's put to bed because we don't know. It's unfair
we
to say
do.
that the issue is put to bed when there's still so many questions left out there.
Ain't nobody got no questions out there. They only in there, inside that orange outfit. The only questions left are inside of an orange outfit. And nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that thing that's in the orange outfit. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to move on. And you're going to proceed underneath of this here prison. But nice try, little buddy. Nice try.
I'm sure you've reviewed it yourself, Your Honor. You see the language in this, whatever it is, thread. I don't know. I don't know what
He
this
knows
is.
exactly what it is. See how he keeps
It's clearly a post from somebody who has intimate knowledge of the trial and what's going on in the trial. I don't think. I mean, common sense would tell you that this is.
Common sense would tell you that Darrell did it. Darrell, did you do that? Darrell, you know what? I mean, he keeps emphasizing on how he like with this. I don't know what's they call it, a Reddit. What is it called, a subreddit? What I don't know nothing about these here. Whatever this thing is here. Oh, you're being way too trying to convince us of this. Okay.
Someone who's very close to the case, whether they were intending to be funny, whether they were intending to try to prank the court or anything like that, we don't know. That could be anybody's guess. The language in
The language in it's talking about how she's biased against Mr. Brooks. I'd say it was the opposite. So clearly they don't have great knowledge of what was going on when it was happening, because it didn't seem like it to me. It seemed to some people felt like she was too easy on you. So no, that's not what happened. She gave you way more chances of shit than any other judge I can think of. Who I don't think that anybody else would have. So yeah, clearly they don't have great knowledge of what is going on in the courtroom.
In this, the way that it's formatted. They lay out 4 specific points of what they think. They
because they had
point
bullet points.
to certain language in the case.
Which is
they make references to saying when we were in the room.
Okay. When I was sitting in that chair next to Darrell during this court case, what had happened was, now see how I just lied and said that? I clearly was not sitting there, but see how I used the language? I mean, clearly I was telling the truth because I said I. When we was on tour with Michael Jackson back in the day, see how I said we? Which, I mean, clearly I'm telling the truth because look, I said we. That means I was there with Michael Jackson, right? That's what it means. That's how words and life and reality and true and false works. This is how this works. You just reaching. Keep reaching, baby. Keep on reaching. Reach for the stars.
They got certain feelings from when deep where.
Oh, so they feel just like I feel like throwing up when I see your face. Oh, I must have been there. I must have been at the parade because I feel like throwing up when I see you. I have such deep feelings about it. I must have been there. It's so personal for me. Oh my God, he don't understand.
They specifically refer to themselves and a group. That would be we, plural.
Oh my God! Look! Oh, look at this part. Oof! They used a comma, Your Honor.
And I have to admit, I am.
Oh, they use quotes in here, Your Honor. The little 2 dashy things around the words. Yeah, you're gonna have to let me go, ma'am. I mean, the way they're using punctuation. This is just something ain't right. Something's off. Oh my God.
Biased against the defendant for the horrible acts he did. and they attack you, Your Honor. They clearly attack you. This is if this is someone's idea of fun.
Your idea of
anybody's
fun
guess, but I don't believe that it is.
Your idea of fun was driving through a parade, and nobody would have believed that anybody would have thought that was fun. But there you were, having your fun. Okay? I don't believe that.
Clearly, by the way it's formatted and by the language that is in it. This is clearly someone with intimate knowledge of the case and what's going on.
Okay.
Clearly. There's no...
Yeah, but you know, also, this case was filmed while it was happening. It was like live. So anyone who has a television had knowledge of what was happening in the courtroom at all times. You feel me? So shut up.
There's no other way to interpret this. You can
Somebody
tell by
interrupt
just
him,
by
please.
what they're laying out in the language that they're speaking with.
I think they're just enjoying this.
That this is clearly
They're
someone
like, look at him
close to
hoping.
the case, and because of that, it still has to be. I'm informed of the investigation, but there's still too many questions left in the air just from this. How can we say anything's put to bed when there's still an investigation? For all we know, what if this turns up that it was someone on the jury, or what if it turns out that more people are involved in it than just whoever this anonymous person was who left the post? It's too many questions and it's too concerning.
What
if something like this springs up again at the last minute? We've been going through the trial now for basically 3 weeks, the better part of 3 weeks.
Better part.
And even in court dates leading up to the trial, we've never had anything like this happen. Nothing like this has been brought to your attention. Nothing like this has been brought before the court's attention. This just came out of the blue, and now all of a sudden it's being labeled a prank. Is that because they were found out?
No, it's because it was a prank.
I mean, it begs so many questions.
No, it don't. It don't beg a lot of questions. It is hilarious, though. It's hilarious because if the mission was, and I ain't saying that it was, but if the person's mission was to give you hope and then snatch it away, whoever the fuck this was definitely accomplished their mission. That's all I'm saying. Because you damn sure look hopeful over there. You look like you done found your way out of the hole. But nope. Climb your little orange ass right on back down in there. You ain't going nowhere. Wrong.
It's too uncertain. It's too concerning.
It's too much.
It's too alarming.
It's too long.
It's too alarming to just overlook and say, "Oh well, we'll just set it to the side and let it." No, this there has to be some type of alternatives, and something has to be done.
Yeah, something has to be done. Because I said,
and if that's a mistrial, if that's
acquittal,
discharging a jury, if that's some other type of alternatives that can be looked at, I'm sure
you just let me
that these case law speaks to other options that could come into play.
Look how they're over there laughing.
They're
like, look at him. He's so hopeful over there. He's over there just rambling about how he think he going home tomorrow. He ain't going nowhere, never. You ain't going nowhere, never. No, you ain't going nowhere, never.
Deserve to at least be looked at. If anything, to protect the integrity of the trial.
Oh, yeah.
I find it very hard to believe that this close to the trial being over, now all of a sudden, these issues are being raised.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
So this is obviously not a prank.
No, it is a prank.
And it's obvious
no.
that this is someone with intimate knowledge.
No. So Darrell gave himself hope. He allowed himself to hope and dream. And that's wonderful. I'm so glad that you had that moment of hope and a dream. But sorry, buddy, it's going to be dashed. Just dash all your hopes and your dreams. 'Cause you ain't going nowhere, never. Oh, God. I would like to know who wrote this Reddit. I wonder if they know yet. Y'all let me know in the comments if there's any news about that Reddit and who it was and all of that jazz. Y'all behave out there because you already know. I'm not going to do it. Definitely not. Mama love you. Peace.